right. Welcome to the Decentralized Daily podcast, where you get your daily dose of cryptocurrency news and information. The crypto news that matters to you. Nothing on this program should be confused with investment advice, because we don't give you any. It's not that kind of show, guys. Just the facts here, just the facts. So sit back, relax, gather your thoughts, and prepare yourself for today's market movers in cryptocurrency. All right, guys. Welcome to another installment of Decentralized Daily. Today is Monday, February the 5th, and the markets are bleeding again. After a short weekend reprieve, we are back in the red, and we are deeper than we've been in a long time. Technicals are showing a squeeze, and we're looking for a sharp and dramatic move to either the north or the south. With no news right now, no good news on the horizon. I don't know if it's looking good right now for the bulls. It's looking a lot like La Tomatina than it is Pamplona, guys. So, what do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet. Speaking of guys on the internet, I'm here with Dustin Prater this morning. Say what's up, Dustin.
What's up, guys? I'm ready for some coffee and some cryptos this morning.
Oh, yeah, your daily dose of Java and crypto tears. All right, so let's take a look. Let's go into the first five by market cap. It's a little change to the show we're doing today. Top five by market cap. One, Bitcoin, of course, down $7,730. It's down 11.61% this morning. We got Ethereum coming in at second, 775. It's down 13.1%. Ripple in third, 76 cents on the Ripple. Thought that thing was supposed to be projected at $14. It's down 13%.
Yeah,
all right.
The market.
Ripple took one of the biggest hits of everybody.
Cardano, though, I know you're about to get to that one, but man, that is taking a hard hit.
Yeah, so Bcash is at $1,000 roughly, down 13%, and ADA Cardano, yeah, man, 34 cents. That was one of the big rocket ships on the rise. Right before this kind of bloodletting session, it's down 18.12%, another almost 20% in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
I'm thinking price down, pick up. A little shout out to World Crypto Network.
I'm no trading expert here, and what we're talking about cannot be construed as trading advice. But from what I've been reading and what I've been seeing here, I think we still got some more downward movement. I don't know that right now is the perfect time to pick up. Me personally, I think I would kind of wait a little bit and see where this turns out. I think there is downward pressure still, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Bitcoin around $4,500 even potentially. So I know there's, like I said, a lot of downward pressure, and we've got a lot of resistance levels here at Bitcoin that we're going to be looking for at probably around 7,500, 7,700. That's either going to probably move us back up to around 8 flat or take us down to 7,300. Those are going to be some of the levels we'll be looking for today to see whether we're going up or down. And I personally would probably hold off. I'm still a newbie at all this technical trading stuff, but that's what I'm seeing, that's what I'm reading, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. So guys, as we're out there scouring the internet, right, as your news aggregate on demand, we're also scouring the technical trades. So we're trying to give you an idea of what we think based on the news and based on the aggregate of the information that's coming out there to us. And I mean, as much as I am a fan and an advocate for Bitcoin, and an advocate for the cryptocurrency market, that doesn't mean that a retrace is a bad thing. It just means that it's going to where it's naturally going. You can't have this thing inflate the way it did towards the end of December and expect there not to be a pendulum shift.
Yeah, and it usually bounces back stronger after a hit like this. So, by March, we could see it picking up all of its gains back and even going potentially higher. If you look at the trends sort of back through Bitcoin, usually when you get dips like this, you get a lot of gains pretty soon after that. So, March, April, we could see Bitcoin at $20,000, $30,000, even $30,000 potentially.
Yeah, I think historically, that's what it shows. I mean, historically, you see these big dips, and I mean, if you're paying attention in the Twitter sphere, if you're scouring the other blogs that people are posting, I mean, I think it's all over the place. Everywhere you look is the death of Bitcoin over and over and over. Huge, massive 50, 60, 70% losses, followed by 3, 4, 500% increase in the next coming quarters. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we're hoping for. Let's get into some crypto news. So first, we're going to start off with something kind of a medium ball, right? A little slider here. Lloyd's is like a large banking group right in England, says it's going to block Bitcoin purchases on its credit cards. So keep in mind, guys, before we get into this story, that's not debit cards. Looks like Lloyd's Bank Group said Sunday that it's no longer going to allow the use of credit card purchases of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. So a quote from Reuters is, across Lloyd's Bank, the Bank of Scotland, Halifax, MBNA, we do not accept credit card transactions involving the purchase of cryptocurrencies, a company spokesperson said in an email, according to Reuters. Or Reuters, if all you do is read.
This is surprising news. I mean, Citibank did this a while back with their credit cards, and actually, I don't know that you can even buy with Citibank debit card. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know there's quite a few banks that have started doing that with credit cards. And I think it's mostly just to cover their ass. If you're buying with a credit card, you might not have the money to cover it, and then if you get a big downswing like we have right now, then they're getting stuck with all that,
Yeah, and we talked about this yesterday. I think you brought up a really great point. We got a compadre, right, Jeff Lemons, and he's a technical trader. He made a really good point about the credit cards. Some people use a credit card as a hedge for security, right? So if your account is hacked, or if something happens during your trade, you have that insurance of the credit card, and you can cancel the credit card, you can stop it, and all that ceases. But if you put the debit card up there, you're putting a lot more risk out there if you link your bank account out to some of these exchanges that are, maybe a little newer, or, have a lower security protocol than something like a Coinbase. Then it's so there's a flip side of that coin.
Exactly. I mean, what can you do? You're going to either have to link it, or, there's always the option of a site like Local Bitcoins, I suppose, where you could go and actually purchase it from somebody else using PayPal or some other form. Or just find another bank, I suppose. I don't think all of them have blocked it, but it seems to be the trend at this point.
Yeah, or you could find you could open up another bank account and just deposit your crypto trading funds into that bank account. You can make a bank-to-bank transfer within your own bank instantly, I think, with no fees, right? You just transfer out of your bank account to another account with the same bank, and use that as your kind of crypto buffer.
Definitely.
All right, let's get into some of the nasty stuff right now. Ban complete. Of course, we know that in the cryptocurrency space, there's no such thing as a ban, right? They can't actually ban it. Although these governments are hell bent on controlling this thing that has been created. And they're doing a damn good job of making it a pain in the ass to trade crypto. So I don't think it necessarily stops a lot of current crypto traders, but China blocking foreign crypto exchanges to counter financial risks, even the offshore exchanges and the ICO websites behind their Chinese firewall is a pretty clever way to stop at least new people from coming on board. What do you think?
I think, yeah, absolutely. Well, and even probably the everyday trader, big money's going to find a way to get in if they want to get in. If they're flying to Japan to put in their money, they're going to find a way to get in. But the average Joe, that's going to cut down on a lot of their investments. So there's people will find a way if they're really interested in buying, but it's going to incite fear from other people too of what regulations might be on the horizon as well. So I mean, yeah, you're going to get it's that alone will probably drive the price down a little bit as well, just because of the news and the FUD that's coming out with that. But like I said, people will find a way if they're interested, because there's definitely going to be ways out there to get it. But it definitely does make it more difficult.
Yeah, I think so. This is analogous to me to the libertarian argument for like hard drugs, crack or cocaine and stuff. I think it was Ron Paul that said it in the presidential debate, 2 presidential debates ago. If they legalized crack right now, so they said, if they say all you people that are against legalizing crack, if we legalize crack cocaine right now, how many of you in the audience, this is half the Republican debate, right? How many of you would try it? How many of you would do it? Of course, everybody's like, well, no, we're not going to do it. So it's not the law. It's right. It's not the government that keeps somebody from doing something. If you are addicted to crack cocaine, if you want crack, or if you want a drug, or if you want sugar, or if you want whatever it is that you want, you're going to go get it. You're going to find a way to make that happen, regardless of government imposition on that. I'm going to read the article real quick. China will add offshore cryptocurrency, just so everybody knows what we're talking about. This is brand new, hot off the press this morning. China will add offshore cryptocurrency exchange and ICO websites to its Great Firewall. The South China Morning Post reported Monday, February 5th, that's today, quoting a publication affiliated with the People's Bank of China, regulators in China reportedly voiced dissatisfaction with current measures restricting trading on domestic exchange sites, coming to a decision to block foreign sites, as well as counter financial risks, which is another way of saying they want to regulate it, right? In January, a fresh crackdown from Beijing saw fringe trading platforms such as P2P and over-the-counter resources banned, adding to the blanket embargo on crypto to fiat trading and ICOs in place since September of 2017. At the same time, mixed signals have been given over the status of cryptocurrency mining, which is almost universally in China right now, moving slowly to Canada. While Monday's website block comes from the Cointelegraph reported, this ad relating to cryptocurrency had all but disappeared from the domestic sites in China. Now lawmakers say they wish to counter contingency moves from traders who sought to circumvent the trading ban by using foreign platforms. So China's really out to get Bitcoin, obviously.
It would seem that way.
I'd say they're out just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, now let's take a little dip. I think we're going to do this every day. We're going to try to pick something from the American mainstream media just to get a pulse of what John Q. Public, if it's somebody who's not is sucked in here to the cryptosphere, what kind of information are they getting from their traditional financial websites? And so we have this article here. It was popular on Google this morning from CNBC, and of course, it's a very cheery, bright, beautiful, upbeat picture of cryptocurrency. Over 60 billion wiped off the value of cryptocurrencies as Bitcoin drops below 8,000 again. Thank you, CNBC. So Bitcoin fell $8,000 for the third time in 4 days on Monday amid a broader sell-off in cryptocurrencies that has seen over $60 billion in value erased from the market in 24 hours. The price of Bitcoin traded as low as $75.9820 on Monday, that's in 20 cents, and Saturday below the 8,000 mark for most of the morning's trade, although it did peak back up in the afternoon. The lowest price for Bitcoin since November 18. On Friday, Bitcoin fell below 8,000 for the first time since November 24th and rose to $9,000 over the weekend before falling below 8,000 on Sunday. It was not only Bitcoin that fell either. Other major virtual currencies, including Ethereum and Ripple, fell sharply in the last 24 hours. The market capitalization or value entire cryptocurrency market fell to $365 billion around 11:30 a.m. So I don't know. Actually, I don't think that article was that bad. It's just really pretty much just a blanket overview of the weekend. Yeah, it's just a blanket overview of the weekend.
Well, I mean, the market is down, and for the most part, as Bitcoin goes down, the market seems to follow at this point. I mean, not exactly. You have your coins that'll go up and go down as Bitcoin goes up, and vice versa. But the overall trend is for the market to follow Bitcoin at this point. So basically on the fundamental side of it, on news, the entire market's going to kind of follow each other. Or that's how it would seem to me. Like I said, I'm no expert. That's just what my eyes are seeing in general. And I mean, right now, if you look at market cap or coin market cap, there's only two coins that are in the green, and it's XPlay and Tether. And well, we all know about Tether, but and I've never heard of XPlay, so I don't know what's up with them. But they're up 40% right now. So if you've got XPlay, good for you.
There's always one little popper. There's always one little popper in the top 200 that just explodes in everybody else's tragedy.
Exactly. Probably a pump and dump.
Oh yeah. That's almost, you should mark that down. Anytime you see those, yeah, I think that's a good marker for a possible pump and dump.
Definitely.
But somebody's making 40% today, so I mean,
it ain't me though. I'll tell you that.
That's the truth. So also, just as a heads up, guys, so the big podcast, right, the full podcast, hour-long podcast, our deep dive, our coin reviews, and where we actually get into some significant technical analysis and trading conversations, coin reviews, that's going to be tonight. That we're going to record it, probably get it out to you by tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Tether. We're going to be talking about some of these tragic things that we're having take place in the market right now. So be sure to tune in to Decentralized Talk, the weekly podcast show. It should be out tomorrow. And Dustin, thanks for jumping on Decentralized Daily today. We should do this again. I appreciate everybody out there.
I'll be happy to join again. I'm not usually much of a morning person, so this is a little off my game. But just want to remind everybody, we're here to give our opinions, not to give trading advice. And I hope everybody has a great day.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Let's get it done. Let's watch these markets, make good decisions, and take a look at these news articles that we got, and take a look at some of the points that we've brought up here today and make your own decisions. Use this to further your research. Thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you. Today is Monday, February 5th, and the markets are bleeding.